Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone joining today. I hope everyone's feeling well and healthy and ready to start. Today's session is going to be focused on balance. So we're going to do a lot of balancing poses. And throughout the session, I just want you to remember that balance is based on focus. So if you're able to focus either on your drishti point, so a point that's in front of you that's not moving, a dot, or sometimes I like to stare at one of the things here on the carpet, and on your breath, you should be able to be quite balanced. But yeah, with all that being said, I think we can begin. We're going to start in our cross-legged position, not for long. So just becoming present, bringing the mind to focus. Becoming aware of your space, bringing yourself and your mind into your space. And when you feel ready, starting now to bring the mind into the body. Starting to relax through the body. So just quickly scanning through the body, making sure you're not holding any unnecessary tension in the body. Checking through the face, the jaw, all the way down the neck and the arms, down the torso, into the hips, the legs, and all the way down to the feet. Bringing your attention to your breath now. At first, just simply being aware of the breath, not forcing or changing anything just yet. Feeling how the body breathes. And then starting to deepen the breath now. Really expanding the belly as you inhale. And pulling the belly back in towards the spine as you exhale. Activating through the Ujjayi breath if you're familiar. And setting an intention for the practice ahead. Remember that your intention can be anything on or off the mat. And then you're going to lift yourself off the mat just a little bit. So bring yourself onto your feet and then onto your toes. And I want you to bring your feet together and then bring your knees as wide apart as they can go. And we come into our first balancing pose. So we're balancing on the balls of our feet. Once again, find your focus, find your spot to stare at, and continue to take deep breaths, really anchoring yourself in your breath now. Your hands can be in a mudra if you'd like, whatever mudra you would like. If you feel balanced enough, you can close your eyes. Otherwise, keep them open, stare at your spot. Make sure that you're taking nice deep breaths. you're not already facing long ways on your mat, you can turn the body now to face long ways on your mat. Moving towards the back of the mat. And then we're going to do some ankle exercises next. Now take a deep breath. Bring the knees together. Arms come out in front of you, still balancing on the balls of your feet. And see if you can go all the way back until your feet are flat. And then gently coming forward, slowly bringing the knees forward onto the mat. Untuck the toes, come back a little bit so we get a bit of a stretch through the ankles. You can still have your arms in front of you here. And then coming back up onto the balls of your feet, coming back gently, and then coming forward. Now, not all of us are going to be able to do this slowly, so just do what you can. I've been told that I make it look easy. Just maintain your focus. And remember, the intention is to do it slow. If you don't do it slow, it's okay. Taking nice deep breaths. Your arms are out in front of you to counterbalance the body. Ooh. This is our last one. Wherever you are, come to finish on the balls of your feet. Again, balancing. Breathe. And then bring the hands down in front of you. Step the feet back and we come up into our downward dog. Walking the feet here, stretching through the backs of the legs. Waking up the body, well, if it isn't already awake. Make sure the palms are pressing down into the mat. And of course, make sure that you're breathing. You can do whatever movement that makes you feel comfortable here. I like to rock my hips side to side. You could do that. You could nod and shake the head. You could also just come to stillness, pressing the feet into the floor, the palm into the floor, and the chest back and down. Breathing. And then inhale, we bring the right foot in between hands. Bringing the arms up. Taking some nice deep breaths here. Maintaining your high lunge. Make sure you're grounded in here. And then inhale, grow tall. You can bring the hands together if you'd like, interlacing all the fingers except for the index finger. Exhale, lean forward. If you'd like to challenge yourself even more, coming onto the tippy toes of the front leg. Breathing. And then inhale, come back up. Bringing the hands behind the head. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, leaning back, sinking down into the front leg. Breathing. And then inhale, coming back up, releasing the hands down to the floor. Step the foot back. Inhale up here. Exhale, coming down through your chaturanga or your knees, chest and chin. And inhale up. Exhale back into your downward dog. Taking some nice deep breaths here. Inhale, bend the knees, looking in between the hands. Exhale, step, walk or jump feet in between hands. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands down to the heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale again, coming up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, bend the knees if you need to. And then step both feet back or jump both feet back. Inhale up here. Exhale, coming down through your version of choice. And inhale up. Exhale into your downward dog. And then we go on to the other side, bringing the left foot in between hands. And then inhale, arms come up. Breathing here. Finding your stability. Inhale, grow tall, bring the hands together if you'd like. And exhale, leaning forward over the front leg. Coming onto the tippy toes of the front leg if you'd like. Breathing. Inhale, come back up. Interlacing the fingers, placing them behind the head and leaning back. Opening up through the chest. Trying to get the elbows as far as possible from one another. And inhale, arms come up and back down. Step the foot back, inhale up here, exhale coming down through your version of choice, inhale up. Exhale back into your downward dog. Taking some nice deep breaths here. Inhale, bend the knees, looking in between the hands. Exhale, step, walk or jump feet in between hands. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, hands come down to your heart. Inhale, arms come back up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, coming down, and inhale, up. Exhale into your downward dog. Taking some nice deep breaths in your downward dog. And then we do it again. Inhale, bend the knees, looking in between the hands. Exhale, walk, step or jump feet in between hands. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, hands come down to your heart. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold. And then just hang here. We're not going to come back down just yet. Taking some nice deep breaths here. If you need blocks and straps, please have them nearby. Today my clothes are matching with my blocks and straps. Breathing. So if you need a block and a strap, for now you'll just need your block. If you need a block, you're going to place your hands on your block however you need to have at least your fingertips on the floor. So you can either have them down on their long side, you can bring them onto their side, or up at the top, whatever you need. As long as you've got your fingertips. So if you can touch the floor with your fingertips, then you're fine. And then inhale, you're going to straighten the right leg and then lift up the body, arms come next to the body. Ooh. Make sure you're closing off through the right hip. Often when we tend to do this pose, the right hip tends to come up. Breathing. Inhale, come forward. Bring the hands to your heart. Straightening the leg in front of the body. It's okay if it's straightened down here, whatever you can do. And then bend it, bring it back. The arms come down. And this is what you needed your block for, really. Arms are now down on the floor. And we're going to lift up the leg as high as you can into your standing split. If you can, you're going to grab the back of the left leg, if you can. Breathe. And then inhale, come back, lifting the chest back up and dropping the right foot down. Take a rest here. You can grab the opposite elbows and just sway side to side. You can bend the knees. Always making sure you're taking nice deep breaths. We go into the other side now, so if you bent the legs, bent at the knees, straighten them back up, and then we straighten the left leg behind the body and lift up the arms, bring them next to the body. Make sure the left hip is closed off. Breathe. Make sure to find your spot to stare at. Focus on the breath. Inhale, come forward. Hands to heart. Straightening the leg. And bring it back. The leg comes back. Arms come down to the floor. And then lifting the leg up as high as it can go. See if you can grab the the bottom leg. Taking deep breaths. And slowly releasing the leg, releasing the hand. Back onto the floor. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step both feet back. Inhale, up here. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, up. Exhale into your child's pose. I think a well-deserved child's pose. Inhale, rounding the spine, bringing the arms close to the body until you're sitting up straight, and then bringing the feet onto one side and coming over onto your bum. Coming sort of towards the middle of your mat. Bringing the hands next to the body. If you'd like, you can balance yourself using your hands behind you. Otherwise, arms come next to the body, lifting up the legs so that the arms and shins are parallel to the floor. Breathe. If you can, see if you can straighten both legs. This is a more advanced version of this pose. Make sure you're taking deep breaths as always. Puffing up the chest out. I don't want your chest to be sunken. Puffing up the chest. And then release the legs. Give yourself a hug. Coming forward a little bit on the mat again, straightening out the legs and laying down onto the floor. Hug in the right knee. Give yourself some love. And then bringing the right knee up directly above the hip. Left hand comes to the outside of the knee. Inhale. Exhale, bringing the right leg towards the left side into your twist. The head looks towards the right side, and make sure that you've got both shoulder blades grounded on the floor. Allow each exhale to release the leg a little bit more. On your next inhale, you're going to bring the leg back up. Bending the bottom leg, place the right ankle over the left knee. Right hand comes through the legs, left hand to the outside of the left knee. And interlacing the hands behind the knee. And then flexing both feet. Inhale. Exhale, pull the left knee in towards the body, pushing the right knee out with the right elbow. You should feel a nice stretch through the butt cheek, through the right butt cheek. If you'd like to feel more of a stretch, you can lean over to the left side, slightly. Breathing. And then inhale, release, straightening the right leg onto the floor, hugging in the left knee now, giving yourself some love once again. And then the left knee comes above the hip, right hand to the outside, inhale, exhale, twist. The head is looking towards the left hand and both shoulder blades are grounded on the floor. And remember to just release the body with every exhale. Taking nice deep breaths. On your next inhale, bringing the leg up, bending the bottom leg, placing the ankle over the right knee. Left hand comes in between the legs, interlacing the fingers behind the leg. Flexing both feet, inhale and exhale, pulling the right knee in, pushing the left knee out. Once again, if you'd like a bit of a deeper stretch, you can lean over to the right side. Taking deep breaths, imagining that the oxygen that you're breathing is going straight to the butt cheek. And inhale, come forward, come back up, releasing the legs. And then you're going to turn over onto your belly. So laying on the belly, pulling in the right leg, giving yourself a nice stretch through the quad. Breathing. And then we release the right leg, pulling in the left leg. Breathing. And releasing. And then we bring the right arm underneath the body and just lay on top of the arm. You should feel a nice stretch through the shoulder, maybe into the tricep. And then we go straight onto the other side. So bringing the arm out, and then the left arm comes underneath the body, releasing the body down on top of the arm. And then inhale, you're going to come back onto your back. If it's cold where you are, please put on a jersey, some socks if you're not wearing any, a blanket maybe. Just coming to relax. Allowing the breath to soften. Going back to normal slowly. Checking the bodies in the right positioning. Feet are laying open, palms facing upwards, shoulders away from the ears. Lifting up the head, bringing the chin in and dropping the head back down so that we can elongate through the back of the neck. Doing a quick scan through the body, making sure you're not holding any tension in the body. You can choose to either do your scan from the top of your head down to your toes, if maybe you're starting your day or you'd like to be energized, or from the tips of your toes all the way up to the top of your head, if you'd like to relax, maybe you're going to sleep. And once you're done doing your scan through the body, acknowledging that the entire body, from the tips of your toes all the way up to the top of your head, is completely relaxed, sinking down into the floor, surrendering to gravity. And now that the body is relaxed, we come to relax the mind, and we do so by focusing on the present moment. And in this present moment, all that we are doing is laying on the floor and breathing. Feeling the air as it comes in and as it comes out of the nostrils. Feeling as the belly rises and falls with each breath. If you'd like to stay here for longer, please do. Otherwise, starting to wake up the body now, wiggling through the fingers and toes, flopping the feet and the head side to side. And whenever you feel ready, bringing the knees up and turning over onto your right side. Pushing the body back up into your cross-legged position. Just giving yourself a moment to wake up. Bring the hands to your sides. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands come down to the heart. And again, hands to the sides. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down to the heart. One last time, make it your biggest breath. And exhale, hands come down to the heart. Take some time to reflect back on the intention that you may have set at the beginning. And to thank yourself for dedicating this time to your mind and to your body. I thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. Have a lovely rest of your day or evening, and I hope to see you again next week. Bye.